And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers game preview here on Dolynny TV, guys. Tyson to take you through it for another one. Of course, yeah, it's going to be tough. That's about the only way to put it. We are in tough tonight to push this winning streak to 5 games. That's as simple as it is for the Oilers. You got to push it to 5 games if you want to stay alive in the playoff race. However, man, like I said, are you in tough to try and do it against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who will have a home crowd in Edmonton. That's the thing. Toronto home crowd in Edmonton this evening at Rogers Place. It's always the biggest game on the calendar. It's Montreal, Toronto, one of those two goes back and forth for being the hottest ticket in the Oilers season. And this year it's no different. So it's going to be an absolute riot to see what ends up happening at Rogers Place this evening. But there's a lot to get to, because for this Oilers team, that 6-2 loss, I mean, you get a goal late. I don't know what you try to look at from that Oilers 6-2 game, that loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs the other week, and try and make sense of where can we go from there. Because really, you really can't go anywhere from there other than where you've been going. That's the thing. So, I mean, the one big thing, we'll get right to it. It sounds like Koskinen is going to be in net again tonight. And here's the stupid stats for him. According to EdmontonOilers.com, he's been going with the mantle of the starter. Yeah, absolutely. 6-4-2 in 12 straight starts. So getting points in 8 of 12 games. That's going to get us where we need to be. Beginning the month of March undefeated with 1.67 goals against average and a .952 save percentage, with that shutout coming against the Columbus Blue Jackets on that same Toronto Maple Leafs road trip. So Mikko's been getting it done, getting it going. Problem is, now we have to go check where we sit in the standings. That is number 1. I've already gotten it going right off the top, so let's go get into the standings where we sit. 7 points back, but we're in the 5th spot in the wild card. Remember, not too long ago, we were the 7th spot, and we were kind of, we are actually going to tank for Kako. Well, guess what, guys? Here we are, 7 points back of the playoffs, and incredibly 11 points back of the worst team in the NHL's Western Conference, the LA Kings. So forget about tanking. I think I did a good job to try and convince you guys there. Let's get on with getting to the playoffs. Minnesota, 2 games in hand on them. They have 74 points. We're 4 points back of the Coyotes, who have 71. So tonight, a big one, of course, to try and get within 5 points. Then suddenly you play. Minnesota doesn't play again until March 11th. We play probably March 11th as well. So let's go get back to the schedule here quickly and check that in just a second. So we play, well, here's where it is. We play Toronto, then we play New York, then we play New Jersey. So we have games back to back to back to back. Kind of night on, night off, night on, night off, and then you go 2 games until you hit Arizona and Vegas. So it's going to be good to see what this Oilers team can do with the schedule ahead. And I mean, 7 points back, anything is possible at this point. We've got half a month to play, pretty much, once you get to Arizona. So as long as we go 3-1 in this next stretch against Toronto, New York, New Jersey, and Arizona, we are going to be gold. We are going to be fine. That loss has to come against New York or New Jersey. We need to win against Toronto, get within the realm of Minnesota and get rolling. That's the math, obviously. And then we need a help against Minnesota for them to lose. If we lose to the Rangers, you know what I mean? And we get rolling. So realistically, what can you expect out of this team tonight? That is the question. You need to expect some good things out of the Edmonton Oilers this evening, because there is a lot that can go right. All of a sudden, you've got Zach Kassian absolutely lighting it up for us. Goals in 4 straight games. Do I expect him to get another one tonight? No, I don't. But do I expect him to be a factor? Absolutely. Connor McDavid at 94 points. Leon Draisaitl at 84. Yeah, I'd be saying these guys will be getting to 84, 94, yeah, 95, 85 for sure tonight. Nugent Hopkins, I bet you he factors in and gets a point. Darnell Nurse probably pushes himself to that 35-point mark. Alex Chiasson, I said it last night, the last game needed to do it. He got it done. You guys didn't see that game preview because I had editing issues. And Zach Kassian now with 20 points on the year, he can go out there and get 1 or 2 points tonight, that's a huge, huge difference maker. And remember, most of the game, it's Nuge, Kassian, and McDavid out there on the top line. So keep in mind that Draisaitl has to drive his own line, but that's where Draisaitl comes up on the PK, the power play. If Draisaitl is going to be a guy who elevates his game at times in which the Oilers need him to do as such, that's fine. That is dandy. We have no issue paying him $8.5 million to do that, or at least I don't. So for Mikko Koskinen, this is the fun stats for him, where he sits at a .275 GAA on the season, a .912 save percentage, and how about this, 20 wins, 15 losses, and 4 overtime losses. So he's gotten in there and played quite a few games now, 42 games. You don't want to burn him out, but we've got a long way to ride into the playoffs, and he's only getting his season started now. And a guy I think you got to expect something out of maybe tonight is Andrej Sakura. Andrej Sakura has been factoring in, getting it going, right? He's a +4 now. We've been improved with him on the ice. However, the thing is, for him to get out there, I think you got to find some second unit power play success. Like Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl will go out there and work it for a bit, a minute, minute and a half, whatever it is, until Hitch takes him off. And then you go out there with that last 40, 30 seconds on the clock, and you go find success on those dying seconds of the power play. Colby Cave or just somebody, Sam Gagner, nets a goal and gets this going for us. That would be so massive, it wouldn't even be funny. Just to get a power play marker from the unusual suspects would do the Oilers so much good against the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. And I mean, Toronto is day-to-day missing Nazem Kadri, I think missing Jake Gardiner for quite a while yet. That's where did I have this? Hold on, I lost it. But you know what I mean. They've also missing Travis Dermott, so they're missing quite a few, several key guys. And really, it's going to be interesting to see who the Toronto Maple Leafs throw out there, because I think the Leafs played. Let's go double check Google here. Leafs game. Let's go, yeah, so they, let me go back in Leafs territory here. They played the Flames or actually the Canucks on Wednesday. So they've had just as long of a break as we have pretty much. We played the Canucks on Thursday. So here's the thing. For the Maple Leafs, they're well rested, we're well rested, except we're at home, and now it's I mean, get to that whole segment of the people in the media who are saying it's up to the Oilers to play spoiler at home. Well, I don't buy into that, because I'm going to tell you this. It's the same thing as going in an Oilers-Flames game. It's the same game as going in an Oilers-Habs game. It's not like all of a sudden there's 20,000 Oilers fans out of the building and there's only Leafs fans in there, right? If you go out there and you silence the crowd as soon as possible, but the thing is, silencing the crowd in this situation is in terms of shutting their chants down, not making them feel bad. So that's the thing. How do you shut chants down? You get your boys and your girls in the stands chanting for you, and essentially all the Oilers have to do is get their crowd that'll be there cheering for them energized and get that going, the positive energy all the way through for a full 60 minutes tonight. And I mean, you could see this Oilers team walk out with a 4-2, 3-2 victory like they did against the Canucks. It's going to be a gutted out, get the job done effort. And that's exactly what this Oilers team needs against this Toronto Maple Leafs team, who's kind of been putting up laugher numbers in the previous, well, 3 of their previous 5. They've put up a 6-2 game against the Flames, a 5-2 game against the Sabres, and a 6-2 against the Oilers. Mind you, they lost 6-1 to the Islanders the next night, but don't you even get me started with that whole mess that is the New York Islanders and Toronto Maple Leafs at this point. Guys, that's the craziness. I mean, honestly, if Freddie Anderson starts for the Leafs, we might be in tough. If Garrett Sparks starts, we're in tough because it's the backup. You know that for sure. So guys, let me know, what are your thoughts? I will be live streaming tonight, so make sure to get into the chat and stuff later on this evening. And as always, guys, make sure to hit that comment section and tell me your thoughts. I've already asked you for that, but I appreciate every single thought you guys throw in there and warn me about. But guys, I'm Tyson. That's Zap over in the corner. She's getting comfy. She's getting cozy. It's going to be a long night of Oilers hockey starting at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. All right. I am up on out of here.